Hello, it's Liz. This is part 3 of a 5-part little series I'm doing on 5 ways that ADHD shows up in my life and what I do about it. So, number 3 is insomnia. And I honestly didn't know that I had insomnia until this year. Amazing. You would think you would know if you're not sleeping at night that that's a thing, but I just kind of I don't know. I just thought everyone went to bed and then woke up in the middle of the night and then fell asleep really hard before they wake up for real and then are dead to the world when their alarm goes off. Just kind of thought that was a thing. Apparently it's not. It's called middle insomnia. Um, who knew? So, okay, but the thing about insomnia is that it's often tied to ADHD, because at night when other brains are winding down and getting sleepy and all those lovely sleep hormones and chemicals are kicking in and they're just like yum yum yum. Like my husband, I swear to God, it's like a light switch goes off where he's functioning, he's okay, and then he's literally like the Walking Dead and he's just like bumbling around and like knocking into stuff and it's just like he's asleep but he's awake and it's crazy. And he's still trying to help but he's just like bumping into things and I'm like, you just need to go to bed, dude. And he's like, oh, like his like off switch has gone off. I and others like me, and when nighttime comes, instead of getting whatever the chemicals are that make you fall asleep, instead of having that, we have a much less limited supply of them and or don't have them, or I can't remember the science behind it. But what happens is that the closer we get to bedtime, our brains often activate and come alive and it's time to brainstorm and all those things that you couldn't really remember what you had to do during the day flood in and you're running around trying to get in as much stuff as you can so that you feel like you had a productive day right before bedtime. So you're cramming stuff in, you're brainstorming, you're researching, you're like actually thinking clearly, and it's intense, and it's great if you live in a lifestyle where you can be a night owl and just stay up really late and then sleep in the morning and balance it out somehow. However, as a mom of 2 little boys, that's just not possible. Like, they're getting up between 6 and 7, regardless of what I've done the night before. So, it gets tricky. And it's so wild of now that I've learned about this whole activation thing that happens, I can feel it and I can identify it. And I like watch it happen in my body where I will be literally asleep on the couch and then I'll wake up to go to bed. And my brain just like, and all of a sudden I'm just awake and on fire and feel like, it's really intense. So the way I've been trying to deal with that is have a consistent, some things they recommend are have a consistent bedtime and wake up. So just really get into a habit of powering down. I think they say like an hour, at least a half an hour before, which isn't what I do, but it's what they say to do. Well, that means like no screens, you're like setting the stage to get good sleep. So I'm sure my whole journey would this be a lot smoother if I actually was following that advice. However, it's a process. So, but just really having like a strict bedtime routine. And if you all have kids or are around kids, you understand the importance of bedtime routine. It's the same thing for us. And also meditation. I mentioned it in my last post or last vlog. Is that I've been meditating for 10 minutes mostly every night, and it really does help kind of calm my body and my brain and all the good things that meditation does. So meditation, having a regular bedtime. I've been taking magnesium, partly for migraines, which I'll go into a whole nother vlog about that, and partly because it helps you sleep well. And then exercise, which this one I'm really struggling with right now to fit in. But people with ADHD, we need to exercise. Our bodies just naturally don't get enough oxygen to our brains just on its own in a rest state. And so exercise is so crucial for so many reasons of like thinking clearer, sleeping better, just feeling better in general, and maintaining like appropriate energy levels. And so this is one that I need some support on, and I'm it's on the docket for improving. But when I do exercise regularly, I definitely do sleep better. So there's that. But Yeah, in the middle insomnia stuff, for me it presents that it's hard for me to go to sleep. When I finally go to sleep, I'll sleep for a little while, and then my brain again. I mean, God love it, but middle of the night, it is time to think and worry and just go around in circles. And I wish it was productive. I wish it was like, okay, I get up in the middle of the night and I write this amazing novel, and it happened. That at least right now is not what's happening. It just swirls around and whatever. So between the meditation, which is really helping my brain have a different way of being and calming down and having an outlet for being calm, is really helping. The magnesium seems to be helping, even though maybe, I don't know, it can't hurt. And then honestly, just knowing that it's a thing has been helping, where I can be like, oh, okay, this is what's happening, and then I can hopefully fall back asleep. Yeah, and honestly, I think just figuring my stuff out has been helping tremendously with sleep, so that I'm not worrying and spinning and whatever. I'm like working through stuff and getting healthier patterns and being more centered and just being a healthier person in general has, I think that's probably the biggest impact on my sleep, so that I'm not trying to figure it all out in the middle of the night subconsciously. Yeah. So that's number 3 in the series. I'll be back in a second with number 4. But let me know your thoughts. If you deal with sleep stuff, I feel you, and I'm with you on that. And if you have things that really you like and work for you, that's great. And if not, I wish you well. Okay. Sweet dreams, everyone. All right. Take care. Bye.